5 minutes till we start. I just thought I'd come up sooner so that people know that I'm here. Lovely to see you all. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine. I don't know if anyone's there yet. I don't think so. So let's see who's arriving. Oh, I've got one viewer. That's great. I know I'm a little bit early coming up, but I know a few people have wondered then if it's going to happen or not. Hello, Carol. Oh, fantastic. Lovely to see you. We've got anybody else? Oh, 3 already. That's good. Please like and share to your friends quickly, just in case they want to join in. Today, if you didn't see the list, it's just paper, pencils, crayons, felt pens. It's very simple. Tomorrow we're going to need a few more things, but for today it's a nice simple one. And if any of you, oh, I've got 4 now. I'm not quite sure who the others are. Can you say hi to me at the bottom, then I know who I've got. It's lovely to see you again. Please like and share, tell other people about it. And one lovely lady yesterday put a beautiful thing on TripAdvisor for me about these lessons. So I'm very happy doing them free. I hope they're entertaining you, but I must admit that's like gold dust to me because it means so much, because so many tourists take credence on what they see on TripAdvisor. So I'm Art at the Beach Newquay on TripAdvisor. So if you have a moment, that would be lovely, but don't worry if you don't want to, that's fine. They're just free lessons for the fun of it. Who else have I got there? I've got one name up. I've got Carol. And anyone else going to put their name up for me? No, not yet. Okay. Any more waves or anything? We've got a few minutes till I'm actually going to start. So just make sure you've got all the equipment you need. Paper, felt pens, colouring crayons, paper, thick paper, thin paper, as you like, doesn't matter today. Oh, we've got Michael again. Oh, sorry, Michael, you can't hear me. I'll put the volume up. Sorry. Is that better, Michael? Can you give me a thumbs up or something? Is that better? Can you hear me better now? Let me know if the volume's down, because I'll have to do something. I might log off and come back again. Anita, we're watching. Michael, can you let me know? Can you hear me now? I do hope so. I've got 5 of you now. We'll start in about 4 or 5 minutes. Make sure you've got pencils, felt pens, crayons, paper. You don't need scissors or string or sellotape or anything today. Can somebody just let me know if you can hear me? Yes? No? I do hope so. Please tell me soon if you can't, because then I'll log off and I'll log back on again. As far as I can see, my volume's up full, so I think you should be hearing me. And who else have we got? We've got 5 watching now. Hello, if you're new. If you're one of my regulars, then say hello as well. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for coming along. 6 of you now. There's 5 other lessons out there. The very first one was about faces. So we did faces first, up, down and sideways. And we also, thank you Carol for telling me you can hear me. We've done figures in action. Then we did flying creatures. I think Michael had great fun with that. I believe it was him who asked me to turn it into a dragon, which certainly was challenging, but we got there. We've done, I've missed one. We've done beach huts, and we decorated them and we looked inside and out on the beach huts. So we've done that one. And actually that might be it. So today we're going to do something different again, and I'm just going to keep going with nice simple things that you've got around the house, so you're not going to have to rush out and buy more equipment. And who else have we got there? We've got Pamela now. Hi Pamela. We'll start very soon. Hopefully a few more people will log on for past, so I'll keep you there. If you can send me some little bubbles, and that makes me feel better. I feel so funny teaching to a camera, but there you go. And for anyone new, don't worry, I'm just doing this to start the lesson off. The lesson goes off in earnest in a couple of minutes from now. Oh, we've got some thumbs up going up there. That's fantastic. Thank you. I hope you can all hear now. Carol says she can, so I'm hoping that means everyone else can. And I do apologise if the volume was down. And in a second I'll start again. So here goes some more thumbs up. Thank you. And on Friday, I'm going to keep doing this every day as long as you guys want me to. But on Friday we're going to have a very special day, because this lesson's going to have to splice in with an event I'm doing for the Children's Hospice in Cornwall. We're doing a charity event and I'm one of the people doing something in it. So I'm doing an hour-and-a-half lesson that day. So if you want to join in with that, you might have to log in a different way. I will put notifications up. Oh, Elle says she doesn't know what she needs. Elle, you need paper today, felt pens, pencil crayons, that's it. Nothing else, nothing fancy today. Tomorrow we'll need more. Each day I am posting it on all my Facebook accounts and LinkedIn and things what we need. So it should be up most evenings what you need for the next day. If you're in any doubt, just contact me through Facebook and I'll always tell you. Hi Pamela, nice to see you there. We've got 12 of you now. Just give it another 2 minutes and we'll start. And do tell your friends, maybe even like and share it right now if you get the chance. That would be really good if you didn't mind, because the more people that know about it, the better. It's just a bit of fun. And it's my way of saying thank you to lots of people who supported me, and I hope in a little way I'm supporting you. I'm on a Nana account. Oh, hello. It's Emily again. You're on a different account today. I didn't realise it was you. Hi, Emily. You're working your way through the family's accounts, are you? That's quite fun. Okay, another 2 minutes or so. Somebody else has just popped up. Hello, lovely to meet you. Please like and share it out even now, just so people know what I'm doing. And we can all start in just a moment. Now, as I've got a few of you there, if I've done this to you before, I do apologise, but it's just my way of letting people know what I'm about. I'm doing free lessons basically because of what's going on in the world at this second, but I mainly do private lessons and private group lessons, team builds, etc. When I did a private lesson, this is a 13-year-old boy up in London. He sent that to me, and then also he sent that to me. And an hour-and-a-half later, doing a private lesson, he did that. And he obviously did it up in London where he lives. I was down here in Cornwall where I live. And so basically within an hour-and-a-half, his progress was that. And it's not by copying me. I didn't draw the picture at all. I just explained how and why it works. I'm very much about explaining the reasoning. This was one of the processes within it. But there was a lot more, obviously, and that was the original photograph. So I hope you'll agree he did a really good job. This is a young lady who's 12 in London. She did that. This is a copy again. She did that long distance remotely with me the other day here. So I was drawing and painting at this end, demonstrating. She was doing it at the other end. So I do those lessons as well. I have a course, which means people learn incredibly quickly and get great results. I also do big events with art as well. And just to conclude, and I'm sorry if some of you have seen this before, this is typical 3-hour progress. This was a 10-year-old girl. On Friday, she'd been told to give up art. On Monday, she was better than the teacher. And it wasn't about copying. It's about understanding what I would call the grammar, spelling and punctuation of art. This is 3 hours on perspective. Even architects have said they couldn't believe it. 3 hours on paint and colour. And this was done after only 5 lessons by a 90-year-old stroke victim, after only 4 lessons by a 50-year-old German lady, and this amazing one here was done after only 3 lessons by a 40-year-old gentleman in London. So the learning curve is massive. It's a lot of information. So please tell your friends about that. If you'd like to book me for that, that would obviously be lovely at the moment, because I'm at home doing these lessons and things, so I'm around. Anyway, right, off we go for today. Lovely to see you all there. And A friend of mine called Matthew Glenn has just asked if it's live today, so if anybody can find him on Facebook and would like to tell him it is, because I fear if I try and sort it out I'm going to lose you again like I did yesterday, so I really don't want to do that again. This is one of the first lessons we did, and we're going back to doing figures again, but in a completely different way. And we learnt all about how to break the figure. We talked about having a big boiled egg at the top, a giant jacket potato, and then we had sausages and baked beans to make the different strong bits of your body with the bone inside it. Now we're going on from that again, and we're going to take it in a slightly different way. I'm just going to move that so it doesn't fall down. And tomorrow we're going to go back to doing 3D again. So we're going to move around. Some of it will be more crafty, some of it more drawing. This was the template from yesterday. I'm still waiting to have any sent through to me that you did. I've had about 2, but if anyone did these yesterday, please, please, please send them through again. And also if anybody else has got any more interesting flying creatures they made, please send those through. If you look up on my Facebook, you'll see others. Okay, now this is unusual but good fun. Now you probably need 2 different pieces of paper for this. Once again, I'm going to draw in black felt pen only so you can see what I'm doing. I would prefer that you drew in pencil at this stage. I'm just going to put the light on, I forgot, sorry. So I'm going to do it this time in pen. I would rather at this stage you were in pencil, and do it lightly. Then you can go over it in pen afterwards. Here's your A4 sheet of paper. So yours is going to look like this. We're going to go again into portrait. This way is called portrait, this way is called landscape. We're going to go into portrait, and you're going to make a little mark at the very top of your picture there. And then I want you to come down in a big triangle and draw a straightish line all the way to the bottom corner, and then back to the top middle and all the way down to the other corner. So you've got a giant triangle like that, starting in the top middle, going down. Oh, we've got another lady from London, Claire, watching. Please like and share. We'll get the numbers up a bit. So far that's all you've got to do, but do it in pencil please, so you don't make the marks too strong at this stage. Okay, that's good. Now this is very strange. We talked the other day about normal proportions and how for me my head fits into my body 6 times, 6.5. But everything changes when we use something called foreshortening. And just to demonstrate what foreshortening is, which is what we're going to learn about today, I'm going to do the worst magic trick you will have ever seen in your lives. Now, you weren't expecting a magic trick. Please bear with me. My son, who used to do some magic and is now one of the amazing jugglers in this world, he told me this was the most dreadful magic trick he'd ever seen. I doubt he even remembers him saying it, but I remember. So it goes like this. 2 hands, both the same size, both the same colour. I hope you'd agree. Just let me know you're there, please. So if you agree with that, then do you believe, let's see what you're going to say to this one, that I can make one hand seem bigger than the other? And apparently nobody knows if I can or not. So any hearts or thumbs up? So with the powers vested in me as the genie of the paintbrush, I'm going to make one hand bigger than the other. So in this stage you agree they look about the same. Abracadabra, kaboom. Now, if you look at my 2 hands now, can you see how dramatically small the one at the back looks compared to the one at the front? The back one's moving just because otherwise you might not even see it, it's so small. And it's only about the size of half of one of my fingers now. As I bring my hands back together again, they get nearer and nearer to the same size, and as I come back to here, we're once again back to the same. This illusion is called foreshortening, which means the thing at the front seems very, very big, the thing at the back seems very, very small, even though we know it's the same size. Now I would say like that my hand at the back is probably only about 1/10 of the size of my hand at the front. Okay, so that's what we're going to draw here, and we're going to imagine that we're drawing a giant. This giant is so tall, he's enormous. I see someone called Robert in London there. Nice to see you, Robert. And the way we're going to do this in pencil is to draw his head at the top, but everything today has to stay inside the triangle. So because we're starting at the top here, we're going to draw his head, and it's going to be quite small, and it's going to fit into the triangle like that. So would you all like to draw the head at the top? So this is at the top of your picture. You're just drawing the head, and you're trying to make it fit inside the triangle. So we're not drawing the way we would normally, we're doing something a little bit unusual. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to draw a little bit of his neck, and it's going to come out following the lines of the triangle. So it's not going to go straight down as you know it does, it's actually going to flare out just a little bit like that. All right, the next thing we're going to do is put his shoulders in, but his shoulders have to also stay inside. Oh, hello Matthew, you found us. It's going to have to stay inside the triangle. So that's his shoulders gone in now. And so what we're going to imagine is it's almost like we're laying on the floor looking up at somebody. So we're going to make this really, really, really stretched out. And yes, Ella, the head's going to be the head's going to be like an egg shape again. Then we've got the shoulders again, but we're just distorting him into a triangle. Now, because we're looking up at him, his arms are going to end probably about 1/3 of the way down this page, so about here. And because we're looking up, if you're looking up at something, you see inside. So we're going to draw his sleeve like that, so that it looks like you're looking up inside his sleeve. Don't draw it as a straight line. Now, at the moment, you might not quite understand what we're doing, but just follow along and you'll suddenly understand it all. So you're going to do, it's almost like the top of an N or something like that, or part of an H. You're doing upwards there, a little curve. So in this picture, because we're looking up, everything's going up as well. We're now going to join his arms up to his armpits, which would be about there. But we're coming up with the line as if we're joining it from there to the top corner. So we're going up like that, and it gets a bit smaller as it goes away. And there his two arms now. So we've got his arms. We haven't got his hands yet, so don't worry. Hello Matt, nice to see you there with your children. I remember doing something like this with you many years ago now. And there we go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put his belt on his trousers. Now, again, because we're looking up at him, that belt is also going to appear to go up. So this might be the belt, or this waistband is also going to go up like that. So everything in this picture is going up. All right, everyone got to that? Now we're going to put his hands in. And like the other day, we have to think which way our thumb would go. So our thumb's coming inwards towards our stomach. So I'm going to draw his hand here, and I'm going to come down his wrist like that. So we've got his little wrist sticking out now. And then I'm going to come with my thumb in, and we can do 5 fingers if you like, or you can be wearing a glove. He's looking a bit like Wallace and Gromit to me at the moment, but never mind. That's probably a good thing. I always find it a bit disturbing that I teach art and I can only draw like this. This is a bit of a worry, isn't it? That arm is definitely longer than that one, which I didn't mean to happen, but never mind. So you're going to put both his hands in now and his arms. And I'm going to do this one here so I can see that you're seeing it okay. We're then going to fill his sleeve in by coming down a little bit like that. So I've just come down a little bit, and then I'm colouring that little triangle-y bit in, and then it looks a bit like you're looking up his sleeves. All right, so would you all like to do that one? And next we're going to go up and do his trousers. So we're going to come right down here in the middle, and then we're going to come up between his legs, right the way up to where his body would start. So we don't want to join all the way to his waistband. And then I'm going to give him some pockets on his jeans or whatever it is he's wearing. I'm assuming he's wearing jeans for some reason. So I've drawn his pockets on. I've got a split between his trouser legs. I could put a buckle on here or something if I wanted. And then you can go over all of this in felt pen and colours afterwards. Now we've got to draw where his legs are. Now this is really weird, because what's going to happen is we're going to draw a curve round at the bottom like this on both legs. I want you to do that on both legs, going downwards for now. Can someone send me some thumbs up? Let me know that you're catching up with me. I don't want to go too fast because it's hard to judge the time when I do it this way. So let me know you're there. And then we're going to finish this off coming up like that. So we're almost drawing a circle at the bottom of both legs. And in that circle, we're going to draw the bottom of his shoe, because we're pretending that he's standing on a glass floor. And I might put zigzags on the sole of his shoe, just so that we know that they're shoes and not something else. Because I have to say my drawing today isn't its best, so that's mainly for me so that you know what I'm trying to draw. As I said, if you're going to watch on Friday, you'll be joining in with a charity event for the Children's Hospice in Cornwall. So they're going to be the bottoms of his shoes. Oh, Elle's behind. I'll wait a minute. And for anyone who's interested, if you want to find out more about me, go to www.artatthebeach.co.uk, and you can find out about all the team building events, the art lessons. It's a unique method with psychology, physiology and physics to make it fun and interesting, and it's very quick learning. These lessons I'm doing at the moment are just a bit of fun for people at home. They're not the same as the other lessons, but it gives you an idea about me teaching, I suppose, anyway. Okay, you nearly up with us, Elle? You nearly caught me up? Can you let me know? I think Elle's nearly there now, I'm hoping. So, thumbs up if you're there, the rest of you. Who's finished? Oh, Glenn's there, that's good. Who else has got up to this point? There's 18 of you now, I can see. Please like and share so your friends maybe come on and watch. Now what I'm going to do next, and you can be doing this as well if you want, you could get out your black pen if need be, or something. I'm going to colour in that bit at the bottom of the trouser leg, and then that way it will look like we're looking up a shadowy trouser leg. So it's as if he's standing on a glass floor and we're looking up at him. And there's the bottom of his shoe, and we're looking up his trouser legs, which is all a bit strange, but never mind. And you can see right up that you're looking up at his shoes, you're looking up at his body, and you can now see you're looking up his sleeves, and you're looking up at his face. You nearly there, Elle? What we're going to do next is put his nose in, and if you look up at me, not the most pleasant sight on the internet, but you would see up my nose. So his nose is going to be a curve up like that with two little dots under it, and his eyes also are going to look up, and they're two little curves with a dot in it, and his mouth too is going to be looking up. And then we have a man that it looks like you're standing down at the bottom of him looking up. Okay. And when you've done all of that, you could then dress them, and you could put them with buttons or something if you wanted. I'm drawing backwards now, so mine's going to go a bit weird. It could have been a clown in clown's clothes that you were looking up, in which case he might have got a bit that spiky hair we had the other day. Oops, that looks really weird drawing this way around. Like that. Whatever you like. But this gentleman is like a giant that we're looking up at. And if we wanted to make him even taller, we could have brought his waist even higher. So I'm just going to draw him again really fast, just so you remember. So you've got a huge triangle like that. You're putting the head in and the little bit of the triangle at the top. We came out with the neck a bit wide, out to the shoulders, and then down a bit. We then came up for the sleeves because we were looking up, and up for his waistband, like that. Then we drew his hands in with his thumbs coming in, and the same over this side. Whoops. There we go. And then we coloured in the space where his sleeve ended there. So we closed that circle round, and then we coloured in the gaps like that. So you look like you're looking up at his sleeves. Then we split up the middle to his trousers. And then we did this huge loop at the bottom to be the bottom of his trouser legs, and drew his bottom of his shoes in. And then he almost looks like he's standing on a glass table. We did up his nose, and then up his eyes, and up with his mouth. If I do the eyes and that here, you can see the eyes we did looking up as well. You could do them like that, a bit like a bridge with a bit of a football with a little white ping pong ball in it, like that. So he's looking up, his nose is coming up, and his mouth is coming up, however you want to do it. His eyebrows up as well. Okay, now after we finish today, you could colour this in, and you could do some more of them. But what we're going to do now is see how you could do the same thing looking down. So if you take another sheet of paper now, we're going to do one that you're looking down on them. So this one's like looking up at a giant. So I'm just going to give him a bit of hair. I could give him some ears. I could give him a t-shirt top. I can have a bit of a, that should have gone up. Sorry, that was my mistake. You could give him stripes, spots, whatever you like. I'll show you that again before the end. I'm just going to pop that one there, so hopefully you can see it even if I'm drawing something else. If you want to refer to it, we'll just stick it up. Right, ooh, my finger's stuck now. Sellotaped in. I'm very excited. I've been offered a virtual party, children's tea party with my son. He's going to do juggling from Australia while I'm doing art from England. So if anyone needs a virtual party, James and I are free for that. And also I've got a virtual art lesson on the beach coming up, where I've sent them the package of everything they need, and then they're going to stream it through to the internet to me what they're looking at, and I'm going to teach them through the internet. So if you've got any ideas for parties or art lessons or anything else apart from the normal ones that I do, which I showed at the beginning, then please contact me. Now with this one, we're going to do it looking down. So this time we're going to do on your A4 paper again. So you want to have like this. This time we're going to have the little mark at the bottom, and then we're going to go in a triangle up to the top corners. So we're doing it back to front. So we're going like that this time. Hello Veronica, nice to see you. And I'm going to do this bigger if you don't mind, just so you can see more clearly. This will be my V coming down like that. And that's that basically. Now this time, because you're going to look down on the person, we're going to start at the very top of the page, filling in your Easter egg as big as you can, and it will be almost half the size of your triangle, and that's going to be the top of your person's head in a moment. So if you'd all like to have a go at that. Can I have a little bit more flashing things just so that I know that I'm not going too fast or anything? Let me know you're there and let me know when you've done each bit, and then I'll move on by putting up a heart or a thumbs up or something, please. Okay. And do like and share these. The lessons are staying up after they're finished, so you can backtrack, you can rewatch all of them. And I'm just doing this for free, for fun, to give you something to do in the afternoons. It's going to be 2:30 every afternoon for the time being, except as I explained on Friday, because I'm doing a charity event on Friday afternoon, and I'm going to try and hook it up so you can watch that. Top of the head, huge. This time, if someone's looking down, you're hardly going to see their neck at all. And their shoulders, if you look down at me now, you'll see almost seem to be coming out of my ears. So the shoulders in this one are going to come out in a really peculiar place, like there. So would you like to do that on your picture, please? And then when we've done that, if you're looking down on someone, the top half of their body is going to seem longer and their legs are going to seem shorter. So you could now come down the sides as the outside of the arm, and this time the arms will be wider near the face because that's nearer to us, but they're going to get narrower as they come down, and this time the sleeve will go down because his arms are going down. So there we go. We've got his arms pointing down this time, and then we're going to go down with his jumper as well. So everything on this one is going down, everything on that one was going up. This one is the down one. Fantastic. Then we're going to put the split in for his trousers, but this time, because his feet are a million miles away from us, his shoes are going to be absolutely tiny, whereas in the other one the shoes were absolutely huge. So there's his feet at the bottom, really, really tiny. And then we can put the hands in again, and remember your thumbs come inwards, but the hands on this picture are going to be much smaller because we're looking down on him. And do you remember with my hand just now when I had it like this, how small the one further away begins to look? Okay, is everyone pretty much up with me? Send me a few faces and things. Oh, that looks like people are catching up, that's good. Now this time, if you look down on the top of my head, you're hardly seeing any of my face, you're just seeing masses of hair. So on this boy, I'm thinking it's a boy for some reason, we're going to see his parting come down at least halfway down, almost maybe 2/3 of the way down his head. And then his hair is going to be coming over like this. And his hair this way is going to be coming over like that. And again, you could make this a clown or a princess or whatever it is that you choose to do. And this time, because we're looking down on him, the eyes and the mouth and everything else will go down. So we're going down on his eyes like that, and that's looking down on his eyelids, and if we saw anything of his eye it would just be a little bit hanging underneath that eyelid. Then we're going to draw downwards on his nose like this, and then we're going to draw downwards on the mouth, which is going to be even smaller down here somewhere. And then you get the idea that you're looking down on that person. There you go. So let me know when you've had a go at that. Send me up some thumbs and things, and then you can outline these if you want to. You can colour them in, you can make them bright and cheerful. You can do what you like, and please, please, please send me images afterwards, because I love to see what you've actually produced. I don't know if you saw it on Facebook yesterday, but there was a beautiful trapeze artist somebody done with our flying creatures the other day. And I've had some amazing clowns, some moving figures, I've had some lovely beach hut ones coming through, and if I could have any more, or garden sheds, whatever you decided to turn these into. For anyone who missed it, it ended up with the doors opening and being able to do different things like that. While I'm waiting for a few more of you to catch up, please collect toilet rolls. We'll probably use them next week, but give you a chance to collect as many as you can, please. And it's time to move on again now. You've got the up and you've got the down, so you could draw some really lovely things. Now, yesterday we talked about cards for Easter, and that's partly why we did those beach huts. We're going to do something else that you could use as a card tomorrow, and for that I would like you to have paper, scissors, sellotape, and if you've got any yellow or green paper, even if it's wrapping paper or something, use that as well. But if you haven't, don't worry, you can colour it in again, so don't worry, don't feel that can't do it because you haven't got the right things. But what I thought you could do with these people that we've just done today is, if you think about it, if you have like a dot right in the centre, I don't know if you can see it, it's just there. And if you imagine in pencil a great big circle running round it like this, but very, very lightly, what you could do then is draw your entire family as if you were looking down on them from above. So if we then put the triangles in place, one triangle would be coming down like this, and this might be the dad in the family or something, or the mum, it doesn't matter, whoever. There's their head. Here would come their shoulders. So I'm going to make this a man. I'm going to go down with his sleeves because we're looking down. I'm going to go down with his jumper because we're looking down with his trousers, and I'm going to give him tiny feet at the bottom like that. And then we'll give him a nose. His mouth might even be tucked behind his nose almost. And we'll have his eyes looking down. This man looks a little bit grumpy. We can have his fingers in here. And this is my man. He's going to have his hair going down. And then let's say he's got a daughter. Then this time we could come out with another triangle that might be slightly narrower, and we might start the daughter a little bit further down on that triangle to make her seem smaller. And there's her head, and then here's her shoulders, and I'm going to put her in a puffy sleeve dress to make her stand out as a bit different, and then out with her dress to the edges. And we'll give her some arms that are fitting pretty much into my triangle. So I've put her arms a little bit behind her back. And then here are her legs coming down. I could draw her knees on a little bit. And we could have her shoes there at the bottom. And if she's got pigtails or something, they would come round like this. And then that could be the plait hanging down. And we could have a bit of a fringe. And you've got the next person starting, and her eyes also would be pointing at the middle and will be looking down, as would her nose and her mouth. So there we've got the little girl in the family. We might now have another adult, and we need to give ourselves another triangle. Now this will be another big triangle because it's going to be someone a bit taller. And this time I might give them curly hair. And here's their shoulders. And we're going to have a little bit of a nose sticking out there and a bit of the chin there. And then we're going down to the shoulders. And I'm not quite sure who this one is, but the sleeves will go down towards the centre, as will the belt. And I'm going to put this one with its hands here, but they've got to be small. And then the skirt edge has also got to go down and down to the feet again. And you could build up a circle of all of your family. All of them need to be pointing down towards that central circle. is it the cardboard insert from the toilet roll? Yes, Kevin, it is the cardboard insert. It's these that I'm after for later. We'll do it later because it will take you a while to collect them, but we maybe need like 10 or 12 of them. So maybe send me some messages when you've gathered enough. I know they're like gold dust at the moment. So you could go around like this and build up the entire family, and they'll end up being either bigger or smaller triangles where they start depending on how old the person is, but their head will always be the same width as the triangle as it comes down, and we could end up with a series of people in a circle. And another nice thing to do would be to actually put them all with their hands out holding hands, because I think in the world at this moment it's nice if we could all be making like a ring of roses, holding hands and uniting everyone at this strange time. So ring of roses circle with everyone holding hands and your whole family in a beautiful circle might be a very nice card to make for somebody. Obviously as well, if you wanted to be a bit different, you could obviously make a ring of giants going in the opposite direction. I'm not quite so sure that a ring of giants would be quite so good, but how many will we need for each person? With the toilet rolls, I would say 12-ish for each person ideally, but if need be we can cut them in half and people can do it with half ones. We won't be doing that for quite a few days yet because I know it's going to take you a while to find it. So for today, people up, in the person up, all the curves and all the marks go up. Person down, everything comes down. So if I just flip back, there was your up person, there was your down person. If you like, I'll put those up underneath your messages in a minute. And this was how to build up a circle of people, a ring of people holding hands, looking down on them. And you'd be drawing tops of heads so you can have a bit of fun, because if someone in the house has got lots of wild curly hair like mine, then you can make it even wilder and more curly and things. You could use all sorts of bright colours. I suggest always do these things in pencil first, just so you know where you're going. Lots of bright colours. You could potentially cut them out if you like, but there's no need today. And tomorrow you're going to need sellotape, scissors and... Oh, hello, Caris, is it? I've got somebody saying, can you say shout out? Hilary, oh, you're there again. I'm getting people. How do you stop them looking unhappy? Well, maybe bring the mouth corners up a bit. Hilary's got unhappy people in her circle, apparently. It's part of looking down, then you want all your curves going down. So it's easier to make the down ones happy, but the up ones sadder. It kind of works more easily just because your curves are the right way. So if I've missed anyone that's out there, put me up another message, because I'm sorry, without my glasses, I struggle to read both things at once. But you'll need bright green and yellow things if you've got them tomorrow. If you've got any tissue paper, if you've got any coloured paper, do not go out and buy it. If you haven't got it, we don't need it. It was just if you have any around, we can use it. But tomorrow we're going to do something three-dimensional with paper, sellotape, and felt pens, crayons and paper again. So I'm keeping it simple so that you've all got the equipment at home. And I don't know who else is out there. I hope you've enjoyed it again. Please tell your friends about it. You can look back over the previous lessons as well. And I will be here again tomorrow, and we're going to do something bright and colourful and cheerful, three-dimensional, and it could be an Easter card if you want it to be. And it's courtesy of one of the suggestions someone put up the other day. So if you've got any ideas, please message me. I'm more than happy to try and do whatever suits people. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you want me again, www.artatthebeach.co.uk. You can find me there. If you want to do any other private lessons, that would be fantastic. Please tell Anwin hello. Hello Anwin, nice to see you. And it would be lovely to have these shared out and getting out to more and more people. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy it. I'll put a couple of pictures up under your messages in a minute so you can remember what we did. All right, take care. See you all soon. Please message me afterwards. It's nice to hear from you all. And as I said, if anyone fancy putting something up on my TripAdvisor, it would help me immensely. I'm not charging for any of these lessons, but that would be lovely. It's Art at the Beach, Newquay, and that's me on TripAdvisor. Take care. Love to you all. Bye.